Thanks so much for joining me for WSAZ Plus. Good morning, everyone. I'm Shannon Litton. It is another cold day out there, and of course, a little warmer in quotes than yesterday, but nonetheless, very chilly still out there. And of course, road conditions are still not ideal. We were actually dealing with some crashes this morning compared to in the days past. So we'll actually get into some of those here momentarily whenever we hit our top headlines. But because it is another first alert weather day, we do want to get you the very latest on that and go to meteorologist Dylan Goday, who has a look at your forecast and what you can expect moving forward, especially toward the end of this week, as he is tracking another system, and he's going to be telling us whether or not that system will miss us. Let's go to Dylan with the very latest.
First Alert meteorologist Dylan Goday here with a look at your forecast for today. We're continuing our stretch of first alert weather days because of the bitter cold temperatures. We're still seeing lingering snowflakes flying out there as well, and we're going to continue to see that likely every day. Just the Arctic air mass in place, you don't need much moisture to produce some of the snow showers that we are seeing. Continuing to deal with school closings and delays, and this stretch of bitter cold weather also going to put a strain on the power grid. So throughout the rest of the day today, I know Futurecast doesn't really show it, but some snow showers will be possible. Not just these showing up towards the mountains of Nicholas County and over towards Webster. I think we'll still see some strainers, just some streamers, that is, of snow showers through the Kanawha Valley, maybe over as far west as the Ohio River. But those start to taper off tonight. If we get clearing, we're going to be colder than these numbers right here. If we don't get clearing, we'll be right around those numbers. By the afternoon hours, though, tomorrow we will start to warm up a bit. Now, not expecting much in terms of additional snow, a coating. That's all you're getting out of these snowflakes. But as you head towards the mountains, 1 to 2 inches could be possible there. Feels like temperatures are going to be cold tomorrow morning. Any breeze at all will be noticeable. Same deal for Friday morning, but the coldest air looks to move in Saturday and into Sunday. Those 2 days could be the coldest days of the entire season, and that also ushers in some Arctic air all the way to the deep south. I mean, we're talking even towards Florida dealing with that. But this right here, area low pressure, is going to be developing across the Gulf, moving over Florida and strengthening off of the Carolina coastline. Right now, a lot of the data kind of paints a middle line picture with this coming close to the coast of North Carolina and then staying out to sea and not giving us much impact here locally. The America model remains the big outlier right now, moving a little bit closer to the shoreline, and that would give us some snow. It's kind of a boom or bust scenario here for us. This is the European model, which does show a potential for a quick hitting burst of snow. I know it's not showing it right here, but the latest run does have it across eastern Kentucky, southern West Virginia. That could put down an inch or two, but then the bulk of the snow shield with this is staying close to the coastline, Raleigh, Myrtle Beach, up towards the Outer Banks, especially dealing with that, where this high pressure kind of blocks us from seeing much outside of maybe some lake-enhanced snow showers on Saturday and into Sunday across the mountains. The European model does bring us a quick-moving clipper system by Monday, though. This is the American model, which look how much further north this shield of snow is here. A little bit delayed with the high pressure, shield of snow here across our area. This would give us some snow and maybe even some heavy snow south of east of Charleston. But again, this is an outlier right now. Shouldn't be expected, but can be possible. The chance of that is, again, very low at this time, that closer system to the coastline. This is another look at each. The European model here keeping that snow to our east, where the American model has that snow over top of us. The American model did a really poor job with the last system, and it's looking like it's doing a poor job with this one as well. But still something, again, we'll be watching for you. Mostly cloudy skies, lingering snow showers throughout the day, colder afternoon. Tonight we will fall into the single digits, a few more flurries possible. Could get a sky that looks very similar to that tonight at times. Tonight we'll also, again, if we're clear, close to 0. If we're cloudy, we'll be closer to the upper single digits. I kind of met right in the middle there at 3. Friday into Saturday, best chance of snow will be across the coal fields and into eastern Kentucky. Still some chances for Saturday into Sunday, but right now that is a low risk, important, low risk for us right now for Saturday and into Sunday, but still something that we will be watching. You can stay with the First Alert Weather team for more updates.
All right, thanks so much, Dylan. And you can see there a lot of Arctic cold that we will still have to deal with. 5 First Alert weather days on the forecast there, including today, of course. But definitely something that they'll be tracking throughout the rest of the day and in our later newscasts, as well as the rest of the week, especially when it comes to this weekend. I do want to get to some of our top headlines. We actually have an update to a story we first brought to you as breaking news on WSAZ News at 8 surrounding a crash that shut down 3rd Avenue around 26th Street this morning. That crash happened at around 8 this morning, but we do have new video we want to show you. I want to pull up some of the video that we got from our photojournalist, Jay Melvin. And police at the scene tell him it was actually 6 vehicles that were involved in this crash. And again, it happened on 3rd Avenue around 26th Street, or at 26th Street. In Huntington this morning. Now, we're being told that several people were injured. We're not sure how many were taken to the hospital, but police at the scene did tell us that some were taken to the hospital as a result of this crash. Now, this, of course, shut down 3rd Avenue for a little bit over an hour. By the time around 9:30, they did have one lane of traffic open through that area. But you can see it was quite a serious crash, it seems like, just from these images, and quite the response there from firefighters and police in Huntington. No word yet on exactly what caused that crash. That being said, the roads are pretty slick. We do know that the Department of Highways was contacted by dispatchers so that they could try to treat the road through there as well. So that's another, of course, that's another story we will be following for you throughout our newscasts on WSAZ Midday and in our later newscasts as well. We also have an update to the oil situation that's going on in Wayne County, the water crisis over there. The sheriff's department is now getting involved with this investigation a little bit more. Of course, they've been investigating it, but they're actually encouraging the public to help them out a little bit with this, and that's through the way of offering a reward. The sheriff's office is now offering a $2,500 reward for information leading to the arrest of those responsible for vandalizing an Appalachian Power transformer. Now, the vandalism resulted in thousands of gallons of oil leaking into the town of Wayne's water supply, leaving thousands without water for a little more than 2 weeks now. It's been a little bit more than 2 weeks. Now, Tuesday, a spokesperson for the West Virginia Department of Environmental Protection told WSAZ they didn't know the winter storm's impact on the contamination, and they won't know the impact of it until they receive the results for the next round of testing. That should take about 2 days. So in the meantime, the do not consume order continues to stay in effect. The water should not be used for cooking, cleaning, or bathing at this time. That's another story that we are keeping our tabs on, and we will continue to follow as we find more information about those contaminants in the water, and of course how much of it might be in it. But as of now, people in Wayne still having to use bottled water or go elsewhere for showers and things like that. And of course, that information is listed for you over on the WSAZ app. And of course, these winter temperatures are not forgiving to anybody for that matter. We're even learning of deaths. We told you about one yesterday surrounding a 72-year-old woman in Kentucky in Whitley County. We're now learning about another death in Kentucky that is connected with this weather, and it happened actually at a correctional facility in Kentucky. So an inmate has died in a snow removal accident in Kentucky. It happened yesterday morning at the Eastern Kentucky Correctional Complex. State officials say Marvin Knuckles was actually part of a work crew that was clearing snow and ice from the prison grounds. Whenever he fell and hit his head, he was taken to the hospital at Appalachian Regional Hospital, but that is where he unfortunately succumbed to his injuries. So just a reminder there that this weather poses real risks, and the storm might have been Saturday and Sunday. We are still dealing with the effects of it now, still seeing crashes on our streets, and of course, still seeing that the ice all over. I'm sure in some of your neighborhoods might be covered in it. Our station is surrounded with that layer of ice as well, so we've had to be extra careful trying to walk into the station as well, because it's hard to even try to shovel at this point. In other headlines this morning, lawmakers in Kentucky reconvened in Frankfort after they had to cancel their session on Monday, well, because of the weather. But they did reconvene on Tuesday. and legislators are now heavily focused on education. This past school year, the state's two largest districts faced budget deficits. Senate Bill 2 would align admin pay increase with classroom teacher raises. The measure would prohibit school administrators from receiving a percentage pay increase greater than the average percent increase given to teachers. If it does pass, Senate Bill 4 would begin with the 2027-2028 school year. So that's another thing that we are keeping tabs on, and we will continue to follow, of course, for you on the news and here on the WSAZ Plus app as well. That's going to do it for the headlines. But again, if you have to be out in this cold weather, please make sure you're taking the proper precautions. It is still very bitterly cold out there. Make sure that you have the proper clothing on for this kind of weather, and make sure that you're wearing things like snow boots if you can to give you better traction. We were speaking during the newscast early today. Dylan and I were speaking about how even coming into the station, we're kind of using snow boots and then changing into dress shoes once we get to the station because dress shoes don't really have good traction, to say the least. So take those proper precautions. Be careful whenever you're out driving as well. I know yesterday we dealt with the sun a little bit, which helped the melting on some fronts. But on the other hand, it also made driving conditions a little bit more hazardous because you think about the sun shining on the snow and then that snow reflecting onto your eyes. That creates a blinding issue. So then you're having to wear sunglasses. And that's not just driving for that matter. That's walking in it too. So make sure you're taking the proper precautions. Another thing, of course, we wanted to bring up is the warming shelters. Those are still, we have a list over on WSAZ.com. Let me see here if I can pull that up for you because I do want to give you a look at that so that you know exactly where to go for that. So let's see. Let's reload this page here. Let me see if I can pull this up for you. We want to go to, sorry, we're still learning all of the buttons here. Here we go. So this is a live look at our website right now. And if you go, let's see if it'll let me go down a little bit. Okay, so here you go. Here's all the headlines that we're seeing and things that we're following for you. But I wanted to find that story for you of where you can find those warming shelters. We're going to try to put it at the top there so you can easily find them as well. But if you go on our website here, you'll be able to find those warming shelters as well. And we will be sure to bring you all that information. Some of these change throughout the day too as well. So hopefully, you'll find a place that can that you can find a place to stay warm during this if you should need to. A lot of these warming shelters have opened up. Those will be for you there on WSAZ.com as well as the WSAZ app. But that's going to do it for me here on the WSAZ Plus desk. We'll be back later today. We are expecting to hear from West Virginia Governor Patrick Morrisey later today. We'll be streaming that here on WSAZ Plus as well, so you can catch up on what the latest developments in the state are. I know we're still dealing with some power outages in Kanawha County. On Sunday night, they were up to 20,000. That, of course, has gone down significantly throughout the week. I believe they're at a little bit over 1,000 right now, and the hope is to have everybody back with power by 11 o'clock tonight. That's another story we'll be following for you, and we'll bring you the very latest updates here on the WSAZ Plus desk. But that'll do it for us now. Remember, you can always get the latest news on your smartphone by downloading the WSAZ app. It's free for both Apple and Android. Have a great rest of your day, and stay safe out there.